I got time to do this. Live stream more. Be surprised if anyone this summer came here. Hello. Why does it always show the last title I did on Twitch? Kind of bugs me. I'm sure Picardo's still not working. Yeah, I'd give up on Picardo if I wanted to stream to YouTube, I guess. Kinda wish I could, the idea of his tail here was to bend the feathers and like pretty much make them into like a point, so it's like just the length of it. So it almost looks like his tail is just kinda longer, but then he could like flail them out to like that when he needs a very big rudder. Still working on his big poses here. Just, I guess, interested in see if I could get like any sneaky like movement. What is it showing 4? As if 4 people were watching me a moment ago. Now it's showing 2. I have to put a lot more in between to really figure out the timing of these. Let's do a pose of him where he steps onto the ground. Actually move all of these over here a little closer. Oh, I forgot to. Switch it to make a step. I do wonder if, hopefully I don't make everyone bored from not playing music. kind of reason I ended up, like, I did a little bit when I streamed before, but I don't stream music anymore because I heard about, like, it's really not legal to stream music or all copyright music on a live stream. So, just to be ultimate safe, I guess, I just don't bother. Plus, it keeps it so, like, if I do want to have my, keep my live stream up public, it just doesn't, uh, it won't say that, oh, you got copyright stuff on this, and like mutes the sound on me. Hello. See, you're on. Rarely anyone goes on my Twitch. Hey, I actually worked on my Discardo thing. Or Discord. Why did I say Discard? Discord. Says that I'm live streaming. Oh, and you were saying on it that you have to get up at 6:30 a.m. or not like you. I guess you don't have to get up. Yeah. I'm animating my little dragon creature thing. Like the, I say that he's really more like a alien creature than a dragon. He just pretty much is the size of a dragon. Oh, you have to get up? Okay. Guessing you probably don't want to stay very long. Wag his bottom. Like he's gonna pounce over me. I probably should try to get sleep then. Oh, can't sleep. Well, it doesn't exactly help watching the stream, just saying. Oh, thanks. Yeah, just so everyone else sees it, like I'm gonna put the all chat up in that corner, I guess. Can everyone able to see that? Trying to see if I could see it in my preview thing. I wonder if I want to move that around. Where do I put this? Oh, I could put it right in this black area, I guess. Is that readable? Can't tell if it's high enough quality to read. I have to like enlarge my preview thing here. I wonder if I can get it a little higher. Maybe just cover some of that up. I don't know. But yeah, it's my Chiron character. Have his feet up on the edge here. I rigged his ears. They're just joints sticking through his head. Show his joints moment here. They just go right to here. They're following his head, obviously. I'm wondering why they don't show that they're attached to his head. Kind of odd. Is his head pulled apart or what? Oh well. It's following his head. But, have that. Don't I have another? Why do I have those in your head? Oh, that's right. I never went through reconstructing his joints better. No wonder a lot of his joints are kind of like inside him, or the control curve things. I have this one just to kind of lift his ears up and down in case I need to do that. But usually I just move these. That's pretty much where animals can control their ears is a little bit right there. I think they can kind of slide them with this a little bit. Welcome back. But yeah, I find just right on the top of the ears where they are pretty much jointed, and then you can see how they kind of go into his head a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, this is just rotation. Just following that pivot right there. I probably could like put some fixed joint, try to do some, probably blend shape would be better though. I'm having trouble with I've been trying to create like these joints around on him like this to like on his elbows or so, to when his elbow bends it pulls out some of his mesh. But that could have issues, like one on his back leg here is like twisting around at times. If you like angle his foot just right or something. That's obviously working fine now, but there was a pose that this like got flipped around and there's Z-axis. Yeah. Key on what I just did. Hide that again. Z would be here. I can rotate them all directions. It's a matter of like how well you skin weight them. I guess I learned how to kind of skin weight them just good enough for ears. Hello, Popular. So I could do like this kind of expression with his ears. The only trouble is like his head feathers get in the way. Once again, I'll probably rotate them. I should go to my rig some time and actually fix up the controls. I have them like up like that. Now he's like, he sees something and he's like very focused onto that. Oh, X on the ears. X's this right like this. Obviously, like if you turn them to make them like angry. Would be useful if I just do that. Do I have it? Yeah, I do have his mesh non-selectable. Can I... Oh, come on. Oh, I made it so I can't select anything. Go back to 0. Not animating quite his ears just yet. Well, you're probably the only one in Twitch. Everyone else is on YouTube, but I have an all chat thing which if you see this chat on the top left corner, that's what I'm seeing on chat. Hello, White Line or White Leon. You make me think of White Lion seeing your name, but you're like White Leo Lynx. But yeah, I actually am streaming on both Twitch and YouTube using Restream, if you heard of it. It's like restream.io. If you just like type that in, you probably find it. Obviously his feet would be like planted down here, or at least like this. Get his foot kind of flat down on the ground here. I should be able... close. Yeah, it is. Get all these... There we go. Foot is flat on the ground. Sad thing is, was able to do also Picardo. I also can stream on Picardo, but it's just not letting me. It's not working for it. I tried like reconnecting Picardo in the restream, and I don't know, it just doesn't want to do it for some reason. It's like broken. I wonder if it's like some special setting I changed. But it's kind of as rare as like anyone on Twitch. I pretty much don't get anyone on Picardo anyway, other than Strikecoon, which is now created a Picardo and followed me on Picardo. Oh, did I key down the wrong? No, I do that. Key down the wrong frame. I like to keep everything very on like one pose essentially. Is that where the foot would be? I think bottom, this would be sticking up a little bit. Arch his back though, without his back breaking here, if that's possible. we not do that? There we go. Gotta like mess around with it, I guess, to get it to bend how I want it. Don't break his back. Probably too much. I guess here it would be kind of arched down. This would be arched. Not too much. Well, I guess I would rotate like this. He's lifting his right side down. And then this would be like this, I guess. Yeah, I'm doing very rough key poses here. This is how I animate in 3D. Hello, Red Hunter. Trying to not mind about the toes for now, because first I did make it so I could click these back ones very easily. I can easily just grab them and just kind of curl them down here. Here. Nice, like, dragon-like toes. Not... The idea is you don't want to do too much on letting it do the in-betweens. Because obviously, like, with the how much I keyed, this would be the mess it would do. Slide, slide, slide. It just look horrible. That's about like what you see super cheap animation. Even if I did it in like auto, where it like kind of curves it's still just like it's just moving pose to pose, and that just looks ugly. So the idea is I'm going to actually key even more poses in between all this, to the point where I'm happy, where I know where all his motion is going. Yeah. Yeah. So I guess the goal is like to do as much as you don't need to create in-betweens. Pretty much you want to try to create all the in-betweens yourself until you find that you're just creating unnecessary keys, and then it's where like where you can just let it kind of mesh those keys together. Where's it? Oh, these should be down here then. These over there. So where like his tail could like do probably a big wag or something. Are you... Did you not key? Pressing S here. Should key. Probably could just make it, set it so like click that on just so it auto keys, but I don't know. I'm used to just keying it myself. Trying to get it so the tail's kind of... Yeah, I'm used to that being off, really. There we go. Does seriously look like he has a big fan on his end of his tail. Which I'll probably change it a little bit. Maybe I can figure out how to get his feathers not looking like they're stiff. I feel like a lot of these poses would be subject to change. Was the idea to rig it that way? Rig his tail to so it like can open and close. It just I've been rigging this guy for like I think a long while, and I ended up taking off his wings because of how how just annoying it was on rigging him, I guess. Yeah, he's obviously not finished I haven't finished rigging him. So much work apparently to do on him. And also at the same time well, I guess like I'm doing it before I finish him is I'm creating a human character. Flap his tail on his face or something. um, Perhaps not, but I try to at least get so like I can actually use it. What is his... What's even his neck doing here? Why is that all rotated funny? Oh, of course it's kind of falling with, but wow, is your neck kind of like in a bent angle here? Let's figure out where, just because of you. Straighten it a little bit. And your neck is all... Why is your neck so bent up? There. Maybe I should just... Yeah, there we go. He's dead. Now he has a very bendy neck. He's probably like a horse. With having a long neck like this, you probably have a very strong neck. Am I? I keep. Why do I just sit the frame on the wrong? Ah. Why do I key everything on the wrong frame? I do that so many times. Mainly on step, because I guess I go like that, and then I'm like, oh, I'm on the pose. It's just key away. I guess it's kind of the same frustration with if you draw on the same layer or draw on the wrong layer of something. Probably, yeah, I'm really unsure of where his feet is all going here, but well, that's like I remember thinking of that he needs to have this all kind of out this way because he kind of lands down like that in a way. Maybe I'll just go like that. You gotta think of all his balance. Very strange to me on like trying to think of like balancing of like a quadruped. Used to like two-legged characters having like where they balance on one thing. I just turn that on. I don't know. Worrying. Let me see if it does that. So if I lose the position. Yeah, see, it keys the camera, and that I don't like it doing that. Because sometimes I might accidentally, whoop, I moved the camera, but then it just pops back on the keys that I had on the camera. I'm used to just hitting S every time I move control, which is keying in Maya. I'll just have it there. Let's get him so he's straight on the ground. I guess you can put links in Twitch. Can I grab that? Is it going to let me click that? Okay, it did. Oh, he ran in a circle on the wall. A very agile leopard. Now he's like he doesn't care. Is he like attacking the person? Give me my food. I did the trick for you. Yes, all his feet are planted on the ground here. Yeah. The dog is like saying that that's if like they ignore I wonder if I just do this. These can go to 0. Let's try this. Let's see. Move them over here. Try to. Let's see something on like what's the size of. See, it's like 88 on the back. 87. Try to get it so like its body and everything is back to kind of normal size. Plain twister, yeah. Let's see, did he... Maybe that's why his... maybe I squished in his neck here a little bit. Pull his neck out just a little bit more. I have to kind of like guess size of his spine stuff here, because it's the only way I have full control of like his head rotation and all, or even all the rotation of this stuff. The tail is pretty fine on. I don't have his tail stretchy because it's a big long string thing. So it's just gonna be like a big guess. And these are turned like that because I pretty much turned his whole body here. Dull is that certain spot. What do you mean fix the distance? Really, the reason why I even have those distance things uh, is my I use them to control when kind of do like the squash or the squash stretch kind of thing. That if you pull his body away, it squishes it, and then it does all that stuff. Of course, though, if I want him to breathe, I do need to make a control because I don't want to just manually animate these like this, but have these like kind of like shrink and grow. This is him breathing. Might be more like kind of just doing that. And probably try to offset them like this, and then this comes in like that, and go like that. Or if it make it look like he ate a lot of food. He's suddenly fat. I have it just so like, because again, like if I turn off the stretchiness and then turn that off to, because if I don't turn this off, then it still pulls the one end part away. But if I do that, it, I guess the spine works kind of okay with it. Still kind of, I don't know. Big thing like with the head, it just, I have to do this to turn his head, and it's very annoying to lose this control. So I have to like do this, and like I think I did that way on the walk cycle, or when I did his walk cycle, and I had so much trouble to get his head to kind of point the way I wanted and stuff. It's easy to do it like this. I do wonder on yeah, I guess it does still do that. I guess the spine I could have gone without. Let's see. Could do that just to control the arch, but do have then these two to could probably go with it without those. Yeah, it's hard to get his back completely to arch, because it's more so than like a lot of trickiness of skin weighting those back spine joints right here. Probably didn't quite skin that correctly. There's a lot of figuring out with all his rig system here. Yeah, I am trying to do like more of the realistic. I guess some reason I like going for the very more realistic kind of rea- like I don't like cartoonily squish and stretched or body like that extreme. Like if anything, like all animations probably you see like with my demo reel or the my other furry characters, like I never have them squash and stretch, because they're like with their head and stuff, it's easy enough to do like the FK stuff, the four comatics. See if I get his let's straighten everything here. Why is it not low? Are you low? Why are you low all this time? You're kind of low. Be up like that. Whatever. I'll just pull you up. I don't want to bother changing all my other kind of have you down a little as you're like coming up from landing here. You just came down like that. Yeah. Yeah, clearing rotation. Well, yeah. Oh, can I really, yeah, I need to kind of make it hard on myself on not fixing it. But then again, if I want to go back fixing up his rig, I want to fix all his feather stuff, so I'm kind of just struggling through with my kind of annoyances of how the controls are set up in here. Yeah, I guess this can't go much higher. It's just his front feet didn't get so. I never roll these forward. Oops. Not what I wanted to click. That. Because quadrupeds, they walk on their toes like that, pretty much. But he kind of has somewhat like hands. So it's hard to know if I want to really do that. Probably just kind of bring that in. Somewhat make it look like he's I'm still unsure on like if I like how his front feet are like, because I wanted him to be I guess I wanted two things and I just tried to mix them together. He's sneaking up on the kid, yeah. Sneaking up to the kid just so he can sniff him out. And spook the kid. You know, in this angle I probably don't need to worry too much on. If I actually bring I have the camera come down like this. Maybe rotate a little bit. Do it subtly though. Let me do that. I'd have it set auto. Looks like he's yeah, his whole front is crooked still. Yeah, move him over like this with his neck, please. Yeah, I was kind of torn between, I guess, like having him like cat, kind of cat-like paws, or like a quadruped, and squirrel's hands, or like raccoon's hands. I was pretty much trying, I guess, in a way, mixing those two together, and I don't know, came up with that. Which I wonder if I should just pick one or the other, and build them that with that type of body type. The idea like on how how well he can climb is pretty much as what you'd think of like a squirrel. It can like climb up a tree. Which I found that squirrels actually have 4 toes on their front feet. I guess I always thought they had like hands. But no, they got 4 toes. They do I think they do have like 5 on their back feet. Briefly look up squirrels. Oh yeah, can't figure out the paws. Paws are very difficult. Yeah, so like if you look at this guy, 4 toes there. I think some animals, or like some quadrupeds, do have like a what they call like a dew claw. See if I can find a good one of like their back feet though. This is the trouble though. I always had difficulty on finding like a really clear image of all their toes, even their back ones. Yeah, that's what I usually do with my human-like furry characters. Well, like my raccoon and mouse, I wanted to, for some reason, make their feet too. I did like draw them at a lot of times with boots. I guess the idea is if I have their feet in case I want to do their feet. Yeah, here's a image of which I assume is the squirrels. But yeah, 5 toes. They kind of have like that thumb, which by the way, they can twist their back feet like 180 degrees. I don't know if I could like make that look proper with his feet. Maybe he's not as flexible as a squirrel, but we're gonna still make him they can climb just as good. What's ew? I was saying you can't draw his. Yeah, which from studying a raccoon's front hand when I was making my raccoon, like their paws, their thumb is actually twisted like forward, like as another toe. So raccoons, they may have like the 5 toes or 5 fingers for their front hands, but they're pretty much positioned to walk on essentially. And even like with a squirrel having the 4 toes, they pretty much grab with 2 hands. Squirrel bird dragon. Yeah, that's pretty much what he is. He's a squirrel bird dragon. I think that's what, like the type of quadruped, like why he first was going to be a dragon, but then I took his wings off because I got tired of dealing with it. And I thought it'd be very interesting to think of like a sort of alien creature that just doesn't have wings and just like climbs very well. And then someone gave me an idea, like I guess like asking if he's like what type of diet or like if he's an omnivore or so, and figured like yeah he'd be an omnivore, make him like a squirrel. Think he'd be even more friendly. So he doesn't go around just hunting animals. Squirrel, bird, ocelot, lizard. What do you mean an ocelot? Uh, is that like kind of a cat thing? What did I? What's that? I was keying all that wrong. This would probably just simply be like him move over forward. I'll fix up this all the rest of this here. We can make his tail like down here over on the ground over. That's a very big, broad question to answer there, Red Hunter. Where to start is, uh, like, I guess it depends, like, do you want to do 2D or 3D? If 3D, well, both 2D and 3D does the same motion, so it actually doesn't matter if you're just trying to learn animation. Oh, his face. Yeah, I'm happy how well his face turned out. It does have all sorts of face controls that I'm just hiding right now. Like I can make him smile. If I get it so I grab it the right direction. Very big smile. Little smile and ink. There's him being cute. I even made it so when I move his cheeks, it squishes up on his eyes, and these go up and down. His teeth kind of just looks black right now because just the render, how the preview rendering is looking like. Looks much different when you render it. It's not too much cute. I think at a point I just kind of like give up on like trying to point out exactly what exactly the creatures he has featured on him. Happy to eat, I mean, me too. Yeah. I have thought of like kind of a funny, probably be a very horrifying ordeal, but like, cause he can eat animals, like he like squirrels he needs protein, and which squirrels do eat smaller animals, like they can end up eating like bird eggs and stuff, or even little birds if they're hungry and stuff. And what if someone brought some like little pet cat or dog or so to him, and he's like, "Ooh, a little bite-sized meal." I'm like, well, there goes that pet. The key that, I guess. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to even like animate. I will animate his ears moving around, but there's no need to animate his face probably. Don't like that his feels like his body's like sliding sideways here. Cameron's not really in the same universe as those guys though. Yeah, unless you're talking about yourself. I'm surprised how many people still been viewing and commenting to that uh, to my one silly my second meme that I created of me just spinning a character. And if anyone knows about Crown Prince, he's live streaming. Yeah. I'll just post the link there. Apparently said as if I said the link twice there. Dual stream. Yeah. Which might be difficult because I'm also. What's this showing? Why do you always say there's update on iTunes? Yeah, this is a nice thing of like not being super popular. But yeah, I was gonna say like if you're trying to listen to Crown Prince and me at the same time, might be a little difficult. I'm having that essentially mute. You know, I'm mute her. I was trying to like lower her volume, but it's still kind of distracting myself. Uh, it is difficult to. It's easy enough to make a character walk straight on that the direction that they're like rigging, And that's why I wanted to kind of do like a challenge of him turning here. Is because it gets difficult to get him straight like this now. Because now I gotta turn everything sideways here. And this needs to be turned here. Pretty much everything needs to be slid over. Yeah, getting out of the comfort zone. Yeah. I don't know what his feet would be exactly doing. Like, I would have to figure out all his step positions and do more in-betweens. I'm pretty much just trying to focus on like the motion that his body's doing. Like where his whole body is moving towards, and his head. A little bit of his tail, but tail can always be done later or last. Tail is just pretty much follows the body. Oh, Vivi Papa has other stories. Yeah, I think I mostly know of like zoophobia. But yeah, I didn't know other stories that she had. It's such a guess on like how long his neck is every moment. Let me see, there's trying to think of. He'd probably be kind of like arched still a little down like this. Like he's starting to arch up here. Oh, can I do it without making things get bent out weird? And there's another control thing that follows the rotation of something and obviously just doesn't work perfectly. It's messing up there. Yeah, is it? I don't know. I don't know. All these, I feel like I just might as well take them out of him. They're just doing no good. And the thing is, like, I try to think of, like, oh, I just might as well do a blend shape then. But then it's following the same drive. Like, I'm pretty much trying to just have it. It's driving just the rotation of a joint. But yeah, see, it's twisting like that. It's just not right. That it's because I turned all of him sideways, and what do you know? That doesn't work. And I don't know how to fix it any better. Oh, what? Now you work? You silly. I don't know. I don't get you, controller. Whatever. I might as well. It's pretty much like I might as well just not try to do fix up things like that and just deal with however best I can skin weight the joints. And if I have like a weird annoying pinching problem, I just mainly do it right at the spot and just like create like a cluster thing, grab the vertices and pull them out. I seen some Overwatch stuff. I think I noticed them like on YouTube, and I guess I thought they were like uh, I can't remember if I knew that was like a game or so. And just like, oh, these are nice animated short things. Apparently there was for like a what's it called? Yeah, for that game. Which I think as much as I seen like the gameplay of Overwatch, it just seems like it's another type of shooter game or competitive game or whatnot that I just would not have too much fun with. Oh, Hero? Let me see, what is Hero? I know there was one that's just simply called Hero. A simple third-person fantasy action game. Get on Steam, I guess. Dinner's ready. May take a break on that, or just simply in the stream. I do question the gameplay of Hero here. I guess, like I guess I like a certain balance of like I don't know. It seems like a lot of like uh, the gameplay controls. Like there's very few games that like I'm happy with on how they are. Still get pose the little things on this. I wonder if his tail would just like drop down like here instead of like kind of flow fluently, because his big long tail doesn't seem like it would be lightweight really. I think there would be a good amount of weight to his tail. At least what it looks like with his big giant fan thing. Like if I take those off, and you can see he just has kind of a big stringy tail, which probably should work like this for a bit. Not have all his feathers in the way. Auto lip sync? I'm just saying it's like as good as like face rig. Uh, I would like to I like manually doing my lip syncs, animating. Oh, you did a trial version on your old account of it. But yeah, doing lip sync like the very traditional. Once again, I key on the very wrong frame. I do that so many times. And all these controls have been slid down his tail. Or sliding off his tail, essentially. Because I keep moving him over positions. I need all these, that's not what I wanted. What I should do? Save it. I don't remember saving it for a long time. There should be like some nice, have it towards the end like that. I might have too many IKs for his tail, but I'd rather have, for especially how long his tail is, I'd rather have like more of these like this than not having enough. Because I can like put like a lot of wavy, waggy lines for his tail. I actually have like this base like kind of would land like that. And that maybe go like that. Yeah, it looks strange. Cause yeah, you get like so used to like seeing all his uh, feathers like that, and then it's like, yeah, I like yeah the interesting look he gets out of the feathers, but see, I want to have seen this. Oh, what do you know? See, once again, I animated it on the wrong key. I don't know why I do that. It's like I just don't recognize of what frame I stuck it on. Yeah, I could like have this like kind of like go like that, and then it's like ball slides off it or something. I don't know. But yeah, I do quite like. I don't know. He obviously doesn't have a very very thick tail to hold it all up like that. But then again, like so, it might like he might just end up like dragging his tail on the ground a lot. Like I wonder if I should just like kind of, cause I I just feel like it's natural and like them always holding their tails up, but I think some animals probably they have such have a long enough tail that it's hard for them to keep it up all the time. Yeah, like dragon slash alien. Because once again, like, because I'm pretty sure already people would see this same with the Last Guardian with Trico on how he drags his tail everywhere. Yeah. I guess thinking of like cat, but they don't have quite as long tail like what he has, and again he has like big feathers on the end of his tail. Of course, I do wonder if I'll end up slightly shortening or might end up shrinking the feathers on the back. When I made those tail feathers, they were kind of in line with the proportion of like his wings went like this long, like he had big giant wings like that. And yeah, he didn't have like back. I wasn't gonna. I guess like I wasn't. I don't know if I made those back things, or yeah, I don't think I was planning on making the feathers on the back. Like I did those because like someone advised that if I'm taking the wings off, like try to do some cool thing with feathers to keep distracting myself on what I'm just going to end up doing right here. I simply pull him forward as he's going to walk off. Yeah. Then he gets the Chiron. Yeah, and I was like just throwing too much on myself. Not only was this the first like big quadruped that I actually made, I then wanted to make it as a dragon, and not just do normal dragon wings, but feathered wings. I did every sorts of harshness on creating a character. Slap himself. Yeah. I can't see him using his feathers like that anyway. He wouldn't care to fan himself, really. And he'd probably stay in like kind of in the uh, rainforest or something, in like a big jungle. Which I guess it can get like hot and humid there actually. When we think of it. So yeah, probably these. He obviously can't hold his tail that straight. Like if anything, it'll like drag down like this. But probably fall like. I don't know. I feel like it would be just the lazy way to do it. Of just have his tail drag on the ground. It's like there, now I don't have to make him whack. Just have a dead tail drag along the ground. Yeah, would be kind of the issue I would deal with having like bat-like wings. But yeah, I was going even harder than that. Is trying to rig wings and like I was just when I was getting to where I was trying to fold the wings in, and I didn't want to just make a just a simple control, oh, fold wings in. I wanted the joints pretty much manually be able to fold the wings in, just turning all the joints and fold the wings in. That way, like I have all full control of his wings. But getting then all the feathers to bend properly with that, it was just a nightmare. I tried like I think a few different ways, and probably the best way would have been to actually create bat-like wings, and then later I can stick feathers on top of that. With the feathers, talk about like his feathers that he has. Does like have the like I thought of having like a lot of like back like ideally his feathers aren't going to be like all flailed out like this. They'd be kind of smashed down, flattened pretty much. And yeah, like you could like use these like for his back ones, or even like on his head. Like he could push them up, kind of like a bird, or like any animal that they can what is it called? Pretty much enlarge their. I can't think of the word, but like pretty much make himself look bigger. Like when he feels threatened. Yeah, I was looking at actual bird wings, and I was trying to do like actual bird feathered wings. And yeah, and I had all sorts of just nightmarish problems pretty much with that. And I seen things to properly, I think to do that would essentially script out the feathers, and like I seen I think there's like even plugins to get that you can like ideally the best way, especially if I want to do it like for free, would be to set up a whole script system for myself to place all the feathers, and then have them have like all sorts of expressions to follow the wing, and I don't know. It'd be quite a bit of work to get it to actually properly work. I think I think the idea way I could have done it without doing like all that crazy scripting stuff maybe is yeah, make the wings as like a mesh skin, like bat-like wings, and then make the feathers follow that skin. There's ways to attach things, which that's what I was kind of trying to do, but I wasn't so much making his I guess wings so properly. I don't know. I gave up on his wings. Doesn't mean I could like do it sometime later. Maybe I could actually have him like kind of arch up more. Yeah, I did. There was my last file of like what I was doing to his rig. Oh, all this time I was showing his joints. I didn't need to have his joints. I was trying to do this thing called XGen, which would be the easier way, but I guess in my Maya version, XGen doesn't work, and so like that file is corrupted. That's why it's good to have like version saves. Figure out like how to properly have his. Oh, there's too much stiffness to his back tail here. Oh yeah, I've seen Legend of the Guardians. I think of it like there's a lot of movies with Guardian, like there's games and movies with Guardians in their name everywhere. It's like Guardians of the Galaxy, The Last Guardian. Which why did they call it The Last Guardian? There was, I don't know if it's spoil it, there would be spoilers, but it wasn't really the last. What happened with the corrupted file? There's something with the XGen's files thing, it just like breaks or so, trying to use it. I'm not mean to pull that. I meant to grab this. Oh, your thing had the buffer. Strange. It's pretty much where you'd be like walking at this point. I was thinking if I could like raise up his oh, I actually can't see his head at this point, so I don't know why I'm bothering with that. Yeah, so I'm gonna just make an arcade just down here. Off you go. I don't know how much I'm gonna make him walk though, but big stuff is just all right here at the start of it doing that and walk off. You really see like the kind of snake-like body I'm trying to give him here. Try to make him look like he's very limber or whatnot. But I've been called to get food and stuff, and so I guess I'm going to good spot to, I guess, at least, I don't know, perhaps take a break of the stream, but I don't know. I guess you just find out if I get back on later. Hide that again. But I think that's all the rough blocking is pretty much done. It's now just adding in-betweens and figure out where all his feet are stepping and stuff. So I'll do that when if I ever get back to it again. Well, not so much distraction, but eating. I'm being forced off, essentially. Or more like I'm just being called for dinner. Take care, Lucky. I hope you can get sleep because you, uh, it's kind of annoying thing to like when you finally get sleep and then now you gotta get up that early time and you're forced to not get your sleep. So take care. I hope you get uh, any amount of sleep. Take care, everyone. Thank you for joining. Once again, it's not really a promise that I might be back, but I don't know. Depends. Guess it depends if I don't distract myself enough to try to get in another hour. Because I try to get my sleep too. So take care. Pause just a little bit in case it cuts me off here.